Good morning. Here we are again. I hope everybody's doing well. So this morning, this video will be a general collective. But I've been getting called to do past life readings, and it's kind of funny because when I woke up this morning, one of the readers I usually watch did a past life reading also. She does them periodically though. I was like, huh, that's what I was gonna do. Maybe it's in the air, you guys. So I did really good. I jumped right in. I got everything ready. I didn't procrastinate. Look at me being all adult-like. I'm only kidding. I always carry a lot of levity with myself because I know I can come across like scatterbrained and stuff, and that's all part of my personality, part of my ADHD, part of, you know, whatever that makes me. But I tend to be like, oh my god, I don't know how I ever. No, I know how I've done everything I've done. I've worked my butt off. So when I say stuff like that, like, I'm kidding, like, I have to be very focused with certain things, you know, in order to have done the things I've done. Could I have done a little more if I was a little more focused? Sure. That's neither here nor there. So when I'm like, oh, look at me adulting, I am very kid-like. I am. I've had multiple people be like, you're like a teenager. I'm like, you're like a little kid. Yeah. I probably always will be. Why not? Why not? We're in the rule book. Does it say you have to get serious at a certain age? Alright, my loves. Let's take a look at who is needing some past life information. It seems like somebody must be thinking about it, or almost like it feels like someone's just like starting to be aware that like past lives and stuff like that are like an actual possibility. You may have come across a video online, something sparked somebody's interest, and it's like heavy on their mind. The moon just popped up, so that's like illusion. And like something hidden in the shadows, 8 of Swords, they're stuck in your head about something. I wonder if something like came up that is really making you 4 of Wands, celebration, coming together under one roof. I wonder if it's making you like a deja vu, or like knowing something you shouldn't know, or something like that came up that's making you question like if something is some way because of a past life, or if you're learning about like karma and you're wondering, are you paying karma for a past life because you can't understand why you're paying for it now? It's something like that. Like those questions are coming up. So let's see if we can get you some clarity. I just made the spread for this reading. I didn't like the one I had. It wasn't meshing with the energy I feel coming through. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. Let's get some clear messages for my collective, please. Thank you so much. I know you're always here. Okay, so your past life energy. Three of Pentacles. A trait you carry with you today from this past version. The Star. And why and what is the significance of this? Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So. I'm pretty sure you were Jesus. No. The Star is, like your destiny, like a very divinely, led path. Your hopes, your dreams, your desires, your wishes. It's the card for Aquarius, which is highest to the divine. So again, this is like a divinely guided path, it seems. And that's a trait you carry with you. So I feel like that is like your ambitions and your like laser focus when you have a goal and you really feel like this is what you're supposed to do, like listening to your intuition, like following your gut and your heart, and you're like, no, but you're very like grounded, like there's a balance between earth and the water here. So I'm feeling like whatever the trait that you grew in this past life was like your work ethic, and it seems you've taken like the lessons that you've learned and how to at least go after your goals and find balance in that. And the significance of taking this with you is it looks like this is definitely ancestral, and it's speaking of generational, to pass it on. So it's 10 of Pentacles, so it's like I don't want to say it's a curse because I don't know yet. We'll have to get into it a little bit because it doesn't seem like it's a curse. Unless you never reach your goal and it's like a constant, you're in a constant apprentice. Because Three of Pentacles can be people admiring you for your work. It can be like teamwork. So you could have been like part of a team. I'm getting like worker. I'm getting like laborer out of this, right? And you could even be, it could have been even like a business owner and people like admired you for your like innovations and your whatever, but you only get so far. But you're so focused on your goals, it's like you never give up. Maybe that is a generational curse. It's like full of your dreams and desires. But it might not be, it might be good. It might be like a generational gift. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so this will be what karma has followed you from this lifetime that we're discussing. I keep pulling them out upside down on accident. What's going on? I think I'm twisting them. You know what? None of these are upside down, so I'm inclined to... The Ten of Pentacles came out upside down, and the Queen of Cups came upside down. I'm going to leave them. So possibly, maybe this is a curse. The significance of the Ten of Pentacles is upside down, like you never get there. Like you pour like money and resources into these dreams and businesses, and yeah, you keep starting like businesses, and this sounds like somebody who like goes from like one MLM to another and will die on the cross that they're not in an MLM. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you. Like, psychology 101 is don't break the delusion. So you have fun with that. Okay. So karma is the Queen of Cups upside down. Yeah, your karma, I feel like this is indicating there's a card down there. Draining of yourself, just over giving of your resources, which would definitely explain not reaching your goals. If you're depleting yourself, giving your resources to everyone else, you can't have them to focus on your own. Yeah, and it seems like you were the person everyone came to. So you probably did okay, but you never did great because you were like MC Hammer. Only certain people are going to understand that. You can't take everyone with you. The action recommended to rectify this karma is the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Instead of being in your emotions and giving, loving, you know, drowning people in your love and care and whatever, and meanwhile your cups are empty, you can't fill them quick enough. Sit in your own power. Do things you love. Take care of yourself. Do things you're passionate about. If you do things for yourself and you start to blossom and you start to bloom, right, the bees will come to you. And they're gonna pollinate you. And they're gonna help you grow. They're not gonna, you know, you can't just keep watering a plant and that's it. And drown it and hope it's gonna grow. It's not. It takes everything. It takes all the little pieces. It takes the bees. It takes the sunshine. It takes all of it. You can't just dump water on it and be like, okay, love you. You have to take care of your vessel first before you can take care of anything. If you have a poisonous plant, you're going to poison everything else around you too. With all good intentions. But your water's poisonous. And that's what's going on with the star, is you keep... You think you have a never-ending supply, and you don't. And you're like shoveling this water. I can't show you the car because she's naked. You keep shoveling this water out, and trying to like give it to people. And you're concentrating so hard on doing that. Like now, instead of working on your dreams, you're concentrating on making sure everybody's getting their water. Like, okay, are you good? Are you good? All right, I'm gonna just take a minute and I'm gonna go and, oh, you need something too? Yeah, it's just draining you. And these, to me now, it seems like people looking at you for everything. So I think you never really get out of that apprentice mode because you're taking care of so many things. It may not be your fault. It may be a necessity. You may have to. And that's the trait you brought with you, is trying to take care of everything all the time and draining yourself of everything. Why it's significant is because you're gonna go broke. You, of everything, of your self, of your money, of your, empathy. And that's all significant because it's part of your karma that you need to learn, is how to love yourself and put up boundaries. So that being said, so if you are learning 10 of Wands, heavy burden, but you're carrying it to the finish line. If you are learning basically like emotional maturity and self-love, in the meaning of that, I think self-love is not weighed by how much you perceive other people love you. And doing these things and giving these things to these people is not going to make them love you more. They'll love you. The people who love you will love you whether you need to take care of yourself or not, right? They're gonna want to. They're gonna be like your little bees. Like, okay, hey, what can I do? Or, the people who just want to take for you are gonna be like, oh, let me just take one of these flowers to go then. And they're gonna start cutting at you, at your flowers, at your roots. And you're like, what are you doing? You can't have some of me. That's what it is. I think you need to learn how much of yourself to give, to whom, and when. And when to be able to pull back and know, even though maybe you started something, you can change your mind. You're not obligated because you say you love somebody to love them until you die. Marriage or not. Okay. So what is the soul? What is your soul's purpose through all of these incantations? Why are you carrying these lessons through them all? Knight of Pentacles. It might be to learn patience and the value in patience and taking your time and understanding your pentacle is just as important as everybody else's to take time with. I think you need to learn discernment as to who is worthy of your pentacles. So you need to take a little bit more time on bringing it to whomever to decide. Don't rush there, be like, you, right? Take your time. You know, Knight of Pentacles is like, Knights are always moving forward, so this is usually to me indicating that something's like set in stone. They've settled on the journey. There's no turning back now, but it's gonna take a while. So I think you need to learn the purpose is why you keep taking this lesson with you about, you know, giving too much of yourself. I think you need to learn that to not get distracted, you know, to stand your ground, like, I'm doing this, excuse me. That no one else is more important than you. I think we all have to learn that in a way. I think that's part of all of our lessons in some way. You know, whether someone's like a workaholic, or someone is a serial monogamist, or someone is, you know, whatever part of themselves is missing that they're filling with these bad, you know, vices or behaviors. It's all just soothing behaviors. All of our bad behaviors, all of our triggers are so we feel good. We automatically want to make ourselves feel good. So as if you know that, like, what's wrong? Why am I trying to get my safety blanket? You can start to kind of navigate what's going on, and like, why am I acting like this? And be like, oh. It's kind of interesting. How to best honor this. How to best the Magician. I'm getting this is great. With taking your time and doing things completely, I think a lot of your past life, and may have been multiple, wow, again, all good intentions, because you're taking care of other people. Whatever business or goals or whatever you kind of set after career, because this is all about kind of like you're making your money, right? You kind of had to do it half-ass. So you did a bunch of things half-ass and nothing really great, except you're shoveling that water. So it's like almost, but not quite. But you're like, I can't express enough, like, your intent and like moral fiber and like whole vibe is like, oh my god, bro, you so deserve this. Like, you so deserve to have like a break. Like, this is the guy who's worked his whole life, retires and dies like 2 days later, type of thing. And like, oh, he was such a hard worker. So I think with the Magician, what it's saying is how to honor this is to learn your crafts, learn what you need to know. Don't jump on to the next thing, or don't get distracted by this person and be like, oh, that's good enough. Take the time to do what you need to do for whatever it is you need to do in your life. First, pay yourself first. When you have a business, if you can't pay yourself, you can't have a business. You can't hire other people yet. You can't run a business and be like, oh, I just won't pay myself. No, you have to. You have to. You have to be on the payroll. You can't just dip into it. Yeah, so it's saying master yourself. Yeah, I feel like you were like jack of all trades type of. Okay. Overall advice from your guides. How to best like digest this, I guess. 10 of Cups. Yeah, I think it's saying like overall you've had like these happy lives. I don't think I don't think your karma is because you've done anything wrong. I think it's you just have to learn this lesson of self-love. I feel like in this lifetime you've probably loved people, and you've probably cared about people, and you've had relationships. You might have one now. You might be married with a family, whatever. I don't know. But in order to truly feel that feeling fully, you have to start with yourself. It's the whole focus, right? Not one thing. This, if I do this, this will make everything better. It's the journey. It's the Knight of Pentacles, bringing the journey. You're learning everything. Maybe you were like, you had to take care of your family from like a young age, so you never really got to like hone in anything in particular. I don't know. I'll clarify a little bit. And message from your future self. 4 of Wands. So, you know, celebration, coming together under one roof. That kind of is like this is like I feel like the checkpoint heading to this 10 of Cups. So the message from your future self is, it seems like you take some advice. I take 4 of Wands as your happy home under one roof, you know? Success. I feel like this is, you know what, honestly, I feel like this is you and past you. That's the vibe I got. Like, yeah, you got it. We did it. Because this could literally break generational curses for you, for your family, if you can get this. It takes a lot of solitude, isolation, celibacy even, to find in yourself what you can't find in anyone else when there is nobody else, on multiple levels. You know, it's like when you're your own nucleus, it's pretty life-changing and beautiful if you go about it the right way and not be like so lonely and so whatever. No, like take advantage of it. Alright, bottom of the deck, 4 swords. Rest, rejuvenation, meditation, reflection. Your soul resting in between lives. I don't know. Could be, right? Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get, it's just relatively early. I'm gonna see if I can get Capricorn done too before my daughter gets up. I can do it when she's up. I just prefer not to. I don't know why. I don't want to inconvenience her, I guess. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to go over and clarify a little bit. So, again, I don't know if something's come up like that's prompted you to look into past lives or be wondering about past lives. Like, why is XYZ happening? Did I do something in a past life? Maybe. Maybe, you never find time to make, like, solid connections. Because you're so busy doing stuff. And like, you don't realize, like, so you're taking the water out and dumping it on the bank next to you, and it's going right back in. You're literally shoveling shit against the tide. So that's what I think it is too. Like, you're so focused, but like you're not getting anywhere. That's what it is. You always have so much potential, but the follow through. Forever the Apprentice, yeah. I can't, this star has to be naked, but it's like, when you see how they are next to him, it's almost like he's like, just dumping the water out. I mean, pentacles out, just like shoveling the pentacles and they're just falling. Okay. Like, you are not making money. You just have hobbies. Like, wow, look at this good idea. Let me give you all my money. And it's like, nope. Alright. Okay, Spirit. Tell me about this, Three of Pentacles, please, for the overall energy of Collective's, past life that we're talking about right now. What is Three of Pentacles? Five of Cups. Disappointment. Can I have one more for that, please? And the Ten of Wands, yeah, so this disappointment, and it's been like, it's heavy. And like, you try so hard. And people, again, admire what you do. But it's like you're just lugging these wands around with you all the time. Okay, tell me, about the Star, about the trait, Collective carries with them from this life. Eight of Wands. So that's like a card of manifestation, card of like swift action. So you're like, again, like I find that laser focused. You're trying to manifest your dreams. You're trying to go after your goals. Yeah. Like multiple things at a time. Like if I just shoot all these arrows, one of them is bound to hit, right? Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which is, why is this significant? Why is this important to know? For your future. Yes, so you don't repeat it. You know, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and it's losing money. So it's important to know your mistakes from your past to not repeat them in the future. That's what they're telling you, because maybe you're headed down that path. Like you think you're working towards something, but you're not. You have to slow down. Alright. What's the karma? Tell me about this Queen of Cups in reverse. Conflict. This is... okay, I think of like old school. Like housewife, right? This is the old school housewife, passive aggressive, maybe not even aggressive, just passive, filled with inner turmoil, constantly giving of yourself, not speaking of this inner turmoil though, you know. Yeah. So I feel like the way it's come over into this life with you, it's like maybe You feel like you have to give, and you don't know why. Like, there's no rhyme or reason. It's just like you have like this anxiety, like almost like a compulsion. That's your karma, like your compulsion to I'll take care of it. To like soothe, to like, yeah. So it's almost like, in this, like, they made it like almost like backwards, because last time, no, because people would still come to you. Yeah, and it was a heavy burden and everything, yeah. Yeah, and then you carry through, like, I'll take care of it. Yeah, so your karma is you have got to learn this lesson. So they're making you kind of like start to do that, so you can learn to be like, wait a minute, wait. Yeah, tell me about the Queen of Wands. Tell me about the action recommended. Yeah, it's almost a compulsion to be like, the more you suffer, the more you care type of like mentality. Yeah. Queen of Wands, action recommended. Get into your Queen of Wands. She's a little more like confident. The Two of Swords came out, but I feel like that's kind of like you being like, hold on a second. Is this like one of those triggers? Like when something comes up, being like, okay, is this part of this lesson? And learning how to discern that from just like a normal whatever, you know. That's important to discern. Because you can go crazy, like, well, am I supposed to do this or am I supposed to do this? You have to just go with what your gut tells you. It's so hard. King of Pentacles. Yeah. See, King of Pentacles is pretty much like the opposite of a Queen of Cups in reverse. No control over emotions, things like that, you know. King of Pentacles is super grounded, very good with money, very just like solid, you know, a good leader, rational, detail oriented. We'll lay out a plan, stick to it. That's what they're saying. You need to be more like that. Use your intellect. Discern what's happening when you're in these situations. When you're getting the urge to overgive, overshare, whatever, like drown somebody in your love, when you're getting ready to get in that mode, be like, hold on, what is this all about? Why am I doing this? And stay grounded and be like, okay, Or if it's another like, oh my god, this looks like a wicked good business opportunity. Hold on, hold up. The Queen of Wands is very, very like, this doesn't look right. She's like street smart in a way, right? Stop. Is this actually a good business idea, or is this a really good like marketing campaign? It's just slowing down and paying attention is your action recommended to combat this karma and learn patience and discernment and boundaries and all of that. It's learning like when the trigger is happening to stop. Like a dog. A dog will learn if you give them a reward within a second, 2 seconds. After that, they don't learn. So you have to do it immediately. What's going on right now? It's making me feel this way. And then you know what you're like. Some things you just tolerate because you think that's the best thing to do. But if it's like really triggering you, you cannot continue to do it for the good of other people. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. Your soul's purpose across all lifetimes, pretty much. To bring clarity, truth and clarity. And I feel like in your intellect, in your ideas, in your passions, like you are supposed to be able to share yourself with this world, I think. And you haven't been able to because you're taking care of everything else. So your purpose is to be able to set your goal. Set your goal. And share your truth and your clarity. Like, make a goal and stick with it. Our soul's purpose doesn't have to be like save the world. It can be to learn to love yourself. Learn to set a goal. Learn this, you know, because you don't know how many times you're going to do this again. You don't know next time what you didn't learn this time. Let's try to get it done, right? Let's try to get it done. I have a feeling, I was like, give me everything. Let's see what happens. And they were like, I'm like, give it all to me. Give me all the lessons at once. Let me see what I can do. And we'll go from there. And they were like, okay, here you go, Job. And now I'm like, maybe not all of them. Maybe not all would have been. I didn't literally mean all. They're like, well. Okay, tell me about the magician. How to best honor this purpose. You know, just getting to your goal and, you know, feeling good about it. Getting to your own enlightenment. The Fool. Yeah. The Fool is ready for the journey, is ready for this to start. The way you best honor it is get to that magician first. Step 1. That's your problem, I think. That's what it's saying, because the Fool is 0, the first card of the tarot, and then the magician is 1. They're telling you, ooh, I have chills. Yes. Your purpose in this, your lesson, your purpose that you're supposed to be learning is to complete something. set a goal and to complete it. To do it step by step, you have to learn that there is no shortcuts, that there is no fast way. That's what this is saying too. Your trait is trying to figure out the best way, the quickest way. And the quickest way is not always a sustainable way. You need to learn to slow down. If you didn't try to just grab all 10 wands and just run to the finish line, you would have had an easier time because you could have just like walked with one a little bit, you know, one at a time. Or you're gonna drop everything. Yes, start this new adventure. You have so much to share, so many good ideas. You have it in you to take this long journey. You just have to learn the skills to do it. But now you know. Now you know. You can't ignore it. Because every time something comes up, you're going to be like, oh, I'm just going to ignore this. Right? Because now you know you're supposed to be listening to it. So now you're consciously ignoring it. That's your choice. What is the overall advice? What is this 10 of Cups? Like, once you acknowledge something, the universe knows you acknowledge it. You can be like, oh, I'm just kidding. It's like, once you open the box, you can see if the cat's alive or dead. News of a new enlightenment. Page of Swords, 10 of Cups. I feel like it's like, yeah, go start spreading your using your voice, spreading your word. I think that's a big part of it. Is I think you were oppressed a little bit in a way. It kind of felt like you had to take care of everybody at some point. That could be a different life thread with the same type of characteristics, you know? Whatever it is you have been always putting yourself last. And what is the message from your future self? Message for my future self is I better do laundry. The 5 of Pentacles with the 4 of Wands. Interesting. Sorry, we got the 3 of Pentacles again, and the Knight of Pentacles again. So the message from your future self, along with the 4 of Wands, like I said, it felt like it was you and your past self, like we did it. We got the 5 of Pentacles, and then we got the 3 of Pentacles, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I think it's saying, you know, like you're getting out of the feeling of lack, of like having to prove yourself to get inside of this, because they're outside, they can't go in. It's like, this is like poverty, or like lack, or like losing money, or you know, financial instability, things like that. Also like feeling left out. So I think that's you too, before, and now you're you know, you've learned the lessons. You've learned that it's the overgiving of yourself, the not setting boundaries, the not speaking your mind, trying to do things too fast. All these little lessons that you're learning, you know, these little things possibly could have like added up, you know, because you tried to like hurry up and do something. You kind of did it half-assed. It wasn't great. You know, because you're giving of yourself all of the time, and you have this like inward resentment for the people who keep taking from you. You know, that doesn't feel great. So that's another layer on top, right? So it's like being in this lack mentality is from depleting yourself and never having enough, so feeling like you're not enough because nothing you do is like your best, because you don't have it to give, right? And so it's like, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel left out? I still don't feel like it's enough. You're learning why. So now, like, your past self, yourself is celebrating, like, oh, I get it. And the abundance of, you know, within yourself comes in happy home, happy household, whatever. With that, I think you're like, oh, okay. And you're learning. I think this comes back to the apprentice card, but now you're learning to take that first step and get the tools and be the magician and set out on the long journey instead of trying to rush into the fast one. So you're learning. Yes, you're confirming, okay, I need to take my time and learn. Not be disappointed that's not happening instantly and try to grab all the wands and run with them. I have to take my time and go one step at a time. That's the message from your past life that you've taken. What karma, what lessons you need to learn from it. Maybe some of you are going through some of these things and you're like, why the F is this happening? It has to be something I did in a past life. Like, I get, like, you know, terrible relationships that you, like, always are the giver, or that just keep happening, and you're like, what is going on? Stop giving. Stop. Care for someone. Be kind to someone. Be considerate of someone. Don't buy their love. You don't realize it when you're in it sometimes. Especially if you have an abandonment issue, because this is keep happening to you. You're going to try to do anything you can to, like, keep that person. Stop. Stop. Chill out. Be the fool. Start on your own journey. Learn your lessons. Learn what you need to learn to navigate every aspect of your life. Well, not just some. And I think your advice too is to look at the big picture. Not right now. Is look at the big picture more so for things. Don't just put out fires, right? Yeah. You have to learn for the long term. I think that's a big part of your lesson, is long-term stability in general. Bottom of this deck is 3 of Swords. So heartbreak and whatnot. Perceived heartbreak. So I think that's part of your lesson too. To stop. Right. And to really assess what's going on and what is really heartbreak and what is you getting triggered and offended because you feel less than. And you're projecting that on them coming at you. They're not coming at you. This scenario that might happen, you know, you might have someone who's not coming at you, but you feel like they're like pointing at your flaws or your whatevers, or you know, and you're like, I've done all this and it's not enough, and they're like, I didn't ask you to do this. I think that's part of your lesson too. It's like, okay, great, that's awesome, you took the initiative, you decided that you wanted to do XYZ for somebody. They're not obligated to respond in the way you made up in, you know, the story in your head. And you can't get upset if they don't. If you want to do something for somebody, if you want to give somebody something, do it because you want to, not because you're trying to set up a response. That's manipulative. Alright, let's, I think I'll do one more little clarifying. Alright. Thank you, Spirit. Lessons from our past lives are always fun. Alright. Tell me about this overall energy again, please, Spirit. This, 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. A 9 of Swords. Carrying all that, keeping you up at night. Trying to figure out a way, like, how do I do this? Like, how do I carry this? What's the trait? What is the Star? And the 8 of Wands, what is this trait that you keep bringing lifetime to lifetime? Six of Swords. this is a new layer. I think part of this trait of like workaholic and like putting your all into something balls to the wall, like, is then you crash and take off into calmer waters. Yeah, I think you get this idea, or you have this good intention, and you're all in, and you're like, yeah, I'll do this, and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm out. See, this is part of like the follow through. This is what I'm saying. This is your lesson. So if you start something, to finish it. I don't think you've finished anything ever in your life. Not in that one, anyway. Maybe they're trying to get you this time. What is why this is significant? What is the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, because you never finish and get anything solid? In the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands again. Yeah, it's significant because you're constantly looking to the future for the next thing. Constantly looking for the next thing. Yes. Yeah. You're constantly losing money. You're constantly creating businesses. You constantly have a new business plan. You constantly have a new spouse. You're constantly looking to the future for the next thing. And again, I don't get that this is anything like vindictive or negative. It's just like excited. You need to learn some discernment is what you need. Truly. Okay, what is the karma? Like that it's showing up in this life. The Queen of Cups in reverse and the Five of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles. I think like that, the impulse to give to everybody, you know, to have that little trait of giving to everybody, yes, but also just like dumping it all out all at once, you know, the impulsivity is part of the karma, because you're trying to go towards this goal. Your Ten of Pentacles, right? Your family's, like, your generational, like, stability. And you keep getting pulled for some reason to, like, just keep depleting. Like, you just, it's like you don't know why you keep being depleted of your resources. Like, no matter what you do, this is what I'm getting, no matter what you do, your karma, it's like you're always, your cup's always upside down. Like, you can never have enough to go after your goals. Even though you're not doing these things, I think, like, what you're doing is going after your goals. You might take off after getting bored of it. Like I said, setting the goal and completing it is your part, much of your lesson. Yeah. That's what I think is happening. This is what made you think, like, this has got to be something from a past life, and this is what is from the past life, the karma. The, no matter what you do, no matter how kind you are, no matter doing the right thing, you know, you never have enough to get started. And you're like, what the hell? And now you're starting to have, like, inner turmoil over it. Like, what do I need to do? What have I done to deserve this? Well, you just always done it. You've never, ever, ever learned the skill of patience and tenacity. Tell me about the action recommended of the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is all about action. That makes sense. She's gonna just do it. Like, just do it. You wanna do it? Just do it. Yeah. And the King of Pentacles is like, alright, we can do this. Tell me more about this action recommended. Even the Two of Swords, like, slowing down and making a decision. And figuring out what's the best decision instead of trying to please everybody and not make a decision. Decision making is part of it too. You need to learn how to make a decision and stick to it. I think we're getting way to the root here. I think closer to the middle of the onion is the decision making. But I think you have a hard time making decisions because you never follow through with anything, and then you think it's because you made the wrong decision. It's not. It's because you didn't put any effort into it. The Sun, the action recommended, yeah. Pay attention. You know the answers. You know the answers. You just have to face them. Yeah. Take action. Set goals. Make decisions. Again, it's like, yeah, you have to take action. You can't just sit there with your cup upside down and be like, I don't know why my cup keeps getting empty. You're like, bro, just turn it upside down. Oh. Like, okay, why do I have no resources? This is why. Okay, what do I have to do to fix it? This is what you have to do. Well, that's uncomfortable. Yeah, it's gonna be uncomfortable. I don't want to do it, but you have to. This is like what the conversation you have to have with yourself. Like, now you know what to do. The sun has come out. You have no excuse. Or you're going to keep going through this over and over. And every job you try to get is not going to work out. And every relationship you try to get is not going to work out. Because you're putting like 78% into it. You need to learn to make decisions, set goals, and learn that setting the goal is not good enough. You're not going to be like, I want this. Okay, it's manifested. And then wait for it. No. You have to be like, okay, this is what I want. This is how I'm going to get it. Please help me manifest this by guiding me towards the next best step. Right? Not by saying, I'm going to take a nap, and when I wake up, it will be at the door. You have to learn commitment, follow through. Tell me about the soul purpose. Yeah, that Knight of Pentacles, that slow journey, that slow road. Now you have the enlightenment of this, and now you're going to be able to recognize it when other people, it's too many, other people do too. It's like a relay race, right? Now you get the juice now. You have to go bring it to the people. Yeah, that's your purpose, is to take this new knowledge this enlightenment of, oh, this is what I need to do, and do it. Put it into action. You know, understanding that it's going to be a slow process. You have to show the universe, I get it. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to see it to the end. Do one thing. See it to the end. The star. Yeah. That's the trait you brought with you. So you've always been trying to get to the goal. The goal has always been getting to the goal. You've just never done it. So that's part of your soul's purpose. Again, as silly as it may sound, but that's what you need to learn. Is how to see your life through with purpose. Not just right now. Not just okay. Something purposeful and meaningful. The best way to honor this is to continue to learn, to be able to implement your lessons into your journey. Now it's like, you know, you're the fool. Like, it's a whole new journey. So use the tools you've learned from the past experiences, past lives, into the next go around. You know, wake up tomorrow with a new outlook. Yeah, look at Ten of Swords. You get the Magician, the Fool, and the Ten of Swords of how to best honor. Now knowing your sole purpose is to go forward with this enlightenment towards your dreams, your desires, your destinies. You know, don't stop. Don't stop. And saying, start at the beginning and don't stop. Rock it till the wheels fall off. Like, don't stop until you're done. Until you're dead. Put a fork in you. You're gonna start at one and end at dead. Never, never, never stop learning. That's how you honor this road. You never stop learning. Never think you know enough to not put in the effort. Never think you know so much that you don't have to keep educating yourself on something. You know nothing. You're the fool. So act like it. Overall advice. You know, Page of Swords. New enlightenment, new information. You're gonna use that information to get you to your Ten of Cups. Yeah, Page of Cups. Page of Cups. This could be news of a new surprise love offer coming in. I don't think that's necessarily the case. Being the advice, what I think it is this new enlightenment, this new intuition, this new confirmation from spirit that what you were thinking is true. Yes, all this bullshit that's happened to you can possibly be linked to karma from a past life. Okay, what are you going to do about it? Well, now you know your karma from a past life is not taking action on things. So possibly the best thing you can do is take action on taking action. Just saying. Okay. And message from future self. The Seven of Wands. Set your boundaries. and get ready to defend yourself, because in order for you to set a goal for yourself, stick it through, put in the effort that you need, people are gonna have to be put to the side. You're gonna have to be like, I'm sorry, no, I can't do this for you today. You're gonna have to ask somebody else. I am doing this. Set appointments for yourself with yourself. You know, set time that if you're working from home on something, you're at work. You have to set boundaries, or you're just gonna continue to dump out the cup. That's what you need to learn not to do. You can't help anybody well, including yourself. You're not gonna have generational wealth. You're not gonna have stability from your family. You're not gonna have all of these things that you have good intentions of getting if you have nothing. Learning to set boundaries gives you confidence, and confidence is carried through the rest of your life as well. Give me one more for this, from a message from future self. Five of Swords. Win at all costs, baby. Win at all costs. This is this is your show right now. You have the knowledge now. Go get it. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. All right. Okay, guys. So, thank you so much for joining me in this little glimpse into your past life. I hope this helps somebody. Somebody was like, "What am I doing?" Yeah, it's from your past life, my love. But what are you gonna do in this life to stop it from getting to your next one? Let's make a plan. Let's figure it out. Alright, well, oh, what is the bottom of this deck? Let's just see. Queen of Wands, yeah. Confirmation. Get in that. Sassy, sexy energy. Man or woman. You got this. It's just foreign to you, and it's so ingrained. But you got it. Now that you're like, okay, now I'm not crazy. You're not. All this shit seems crazy, but it's not. Alright, well, like and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, and I will see you probably soon for my Capricorns. Alright.